My father started buying me comics when I was young. And when I first got them, I was just like, oh, the pictures are pretty. But as time grew on, I started looking at the costumes, and I started connecting with the costumes. Then I started connecting with the characters themselves, storylines. And I was like, you know what? These things are actually pretty well thought out. Someone asked me if you had 1,000 comics, I'd probably start laughing, because I definitely have more than 1,000 comics.
The cultural impact of reading stories in which virtue, goodness, order triumphs over chaos, evil, that's a good thing. Those are good influences. So I think that that's something that comics have not gotten enough credit for.
I'm a neighborhood coordination officer for the 88th Precinct. That's the Clinton Hill Fort Greene area. People in my sector, they want to know what NCO is. And I start off by letting them know I'm the person that's going to be there for them. I'm not the person who's going to wonder what their story is again and again and again. I'm going to be there constant.
Amador's been really like a source of consistency, and he is really just always available. I have his email, he answers his email, and I have his cell phone, and he answers his cell phone, and he can even text back and forth.
Amador actually came at a time where I was going crazy. We had a lot of people illegally parking on our property, and he was super friendly and told us we could contact him whenever we needed help. I definitely never thought I could get a cop's personal information.
Building a rapport with the community is great, because pretty much what happens is you meet these people, you start talking to them. It could be the most trivial of things, and what happens is they confide in you, and they know what my job is, so then they come and talk to me because they know they need help.
And he's also been a really good role model for our students. And I can see that it's really, the message has really like gotten through to some of my kids that I don't think that they would have received the message from me the same way that they get it from talking to a cop.
I would say one of the distinguishing factors in what makes a hero is the mission of helping people.
I think his personality is heroic. I think being able to be in his position and not let everything else affect you in New York City, and being able to talk to people, come into our business every day and make us feel comfortable, I think that's super heroic.
Heroes are aspirational. They give us something to admire, and admiration gives you something to feed your own journey.
Growing up, I've had police video games. I would sit down and watch like Cops, America's Most Wanted. My uncle joined the police department. And then once everything started coming together, I was like, okay, all the signs are on the wall. So I joined in 2010. My favorite superhero is Green Lantern. He's, in all actuality, a space cop.
I think the last thing that I'd like to say is how heartwarming I find it that reading comics can inspire somebody to want to go out and be heroic in the way of the heroes that he's read.
I could see myself as a Green Lantern. You know, someone who's creative, someone who's willing to put himself out there, willing to do the job and not worry about what people think about him is great, because that's what you need.